Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Wolfe and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Wolfe's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give him when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on his training collar. That is the second piece of training equipment that we're using. We are also using a clicker and an occasional treat to keep him focused. So if you notice, when Rich clicks, Wolfe looks up at him. So that's what the goal is for him to always know where you are and to follow your direction. Now, the first exercise that they're demonstrating for us is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, one of the things that you requested. And if you notice, he's got his eyes focused on Rich. He's not dropping his head onto the ground. And that's what you want him to do. You want him to always focus on you. He's got a leaf stuck to his tail. That's what that was all about. Nice automatic sit, and we have a little mat out here for him. So he knows that mat is his to sit or to lay down or whatever he's supposed to do. He does it very well on the mat. This is your sit stay, hand and voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, you do not use his name. Rich clicks him and praises him for a good job, and they take off heeling again. But if you notice where Rich's left hand is on the leash, he doesn't give Wolfe a lot of slack to pull out in front of him or to drop his head onto the ground, to get distracted by droppings from other animals, from leaves, from sticks. Nice automatic sit, that's without being told.
Stay.
Another stay. And really, eye contact and focus and self-control is where the work comes in with babies, because he's a young dog, has a short attention span. Every day is Christmas. This is your recall or your come on command. So Rich calls him, he comes right in front and sits. We do use an occasional treat because, again, we want to be more interesting in what's going on around him. Nice automatic sit again. We're going to go back to our place. We're going to sit again.
Stay.
We're going to demonstrate that recall exercise again. And if he starts to lose focus, you'll see Rich take a step in and tell him no. As soon as he attempts to drop his head or look other than at Rich. This is the come again. And Rich is verbally praising him as well, along with the clicker and the occasional treat. So we're going to go back to our place, which you can use a dog bed. If you're going to be out and about and you want him to have a visual, take a little bath mat or a blanket. Now this is your down on command. It's down, stay.
Stay.
And you can practice this right in your living room. You don't have to go outside.
Down. Stay. Stay.
So if your time is limited or you're torn, you know, between training the dog and doing the million other things that you have to do, you can practice indoors. Rich gave him a treat. So they're going to go back to heeling. And if you notice, if he tries to drop his head, Rich gives that little tug that we talked about, and you can change direction with him. He's getting a little overly happy with himself. And Rich is going to bring you a lot of written paperwork with sample scheduling. I want you to make that work for you. When your son's having homeschooling, puppy can be in his crate. He doesn't have to be a part of everything that's going on every day, all the time.
Down. Stay. Stay.
And you're going to see that by putting this video on and practicing with it right in your house, that you're going to have a calmer, more under control puppy. This is the come from the down position. So we have demonstrated for you Wolfe's ability to heel, to sit automatically, to sit and stay, to sit, stay and come, to lay down and stay, to go to place, and to come from a down position. So these are the commands that we want you to practice with him. Keep us posted on how you're doing. We've really enjoyed having him. He's a very smart puppy, and we want to thank you again for choosing Nora's.